Welcome back to Henry's Garage. In this episode we are going to install the exhaust. Right, I think I'm going to start fitting the exhaust. I have ordered another fuel pump. The advice from a couple of people was that the one that I've got is just the wrong one. The shape is wrong and that's why it won't work. So in the hope that that will sort it, I've ordered a new one, a QH one, and we'll try that as soon as it arrives. In the meantime, we're going to start fitting this. So I've been looking at the parts for it, and I've got this just here. So that connects it up to the gearbox housing. I don't recognise these. So let's go in closer there. So I don't recognise this, which is for the 5-speed, but presumably connects it here. But maybe when I get under the car I'll recognise what it is. I haven't got, I need to get some clamps. So I need 2 clamps, I need some paste, and I'm going to have to buy these at some point. But I think we could get it on temporarily without that. I do have this, so I've got the old one, and it came with that as well. So I think what we'll start with is we'll start by fitting the front to the car. I've got a gasket on the car, but it looked like that came with one as well. Maybe not. So we'll start by fitting that onto the car. We'll see then where that lines up, which is this bit here, and see how that goes. Right, I've got the exhaust loosely fitted at the front. Underneath the car, the bit that I wasn't sure about is obviously this, which is fine. That moves, you know, I can tighten that up, but then I can't get this in place. So I'm pulling on that quite hard, and you can see it's not coming this side of it, and it won't shift any further back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just loosely do these ones first. I might have to take this off and elongate the holes here so that it shifts a bit more. So it's coming out a bit blurred, but there is where I've installed it. It's on loosely. I've used some M10s. I've got quite large ones, so they point out a bit at the other end, but that's not too bothered. This then does join up here by shifting this. So, oops. So by shifting this bracket. And the problem is this hole, the actual thread is about there, so it's off by a bit, and I can't actually shift it much either way. So I have to decide if I'm going to take that off, drill a second hole, another hole, or elongate that one hole so I can get 2 bolts in there, or just leave it. But for right now it's on loosely. Okay, I've now loosely fitted the other 2 parts of the exhaust. Up here, I've just used some cable ties for now. However, I have tightened the bolts up, and it moves in there. I'm not sure if it should, because I think that would rattle a bit possibly. So that's the first thing. And then the second is they're not lining up, as you can see, where the one comes down, and that's because, I mean, the one from the front is clearly, with me using that bracket further in, is going where the pop shaft needs to be. So I need to undo that, and then I'm going to have to just manually brute force pull it over to line it up. So that's the second one. And then the third bit is, I don't appear to have a piece. So this bit here, which hangs off here, and I'll go under the car and show you, this bit I seem to be missing. So let me show you. So just here, so just here again, I'm hanging it just with some cable ties right now, but clearly, you know, you're meant to have the rubbers on here, and then there's a bit that's on that which then bolts onto here. I don't know how much of that I actually got in view. Let's try that again. Try that again. So the rubbers go on here where I've got the cable ties. They actually connect to a joining bit which is fixed on here. And I don't appear to have that bit. Now I might have it somewhere and I've just misplaced it. Or I might not. I don't know. It doesn't look that difficult a piece though to make if I need to. I really need another set of hands for this. I can pull this far enough over to allow it to fit in there. See? Oh. But I can't then hold it there to get a bolt in. Right, I managed it by using a crowbar. So I'm going to tighten that up a bit, make sure it doesn't come off. And I'll tighten all the others up a bit. And it looks like it's a bit better at the back now, so let's go around and check it. Well, it's better. We'll have to play around with it a bit. I've used quite a lot of force to get that where I have it, and it's still not quite lined up. I don't know if that maybe it's this that needs to move a bit. It can move a bit. And I don't know exactly how low it should hang, but I've got some movement I've got to get in there still. Anyway, I'm going to take a break. It's a couple of days later, and so I've ordered some bits to try to see how we do. At the moment I'm still going to try to pull it into place, but I thought having these bits to line it all up properly would help. So I'm going to start by getting some rust converter on this. Clean it off, get some rust converter on it to get it as clean as possible, second hand piece. Then we'll put these on, see if we can get some paint on it and then get it on. Okay, well, having the right bit seems to make it a lot easier. So that is all loosely put together. I'm going to go around and tighten everything up. And yeah. And there it is, all torqued up. 50 Newton meters to the manifold. Can't remember what the others were, but looking good. So next is the fuel line. Thanks for watching. Everything went pretty well. Useful to have the right bits because it allows everything to come together. Although I didn't show it, I actually put the muffler, the silencer on the back end rather than the front end, and then pulled them together that way. Seemed to work better, but certainly having the rubber bands and the right pieces to hold it in place worked. So all good. In the next episode, we're installing the fuel lines. Thanks for watching. Do come back next time. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and, well, just enjoy yourself.